Edmonds kind of day. It's an Edmonds kind of day. Welcome to another awesome Edmonds kind of day.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. The Edmonds Classic Car Show roars into town on Sunday, September 7th. Coming up, we'll interview the founder of this popular show and talk about what's new this year. Hint, there's beer involved. Stay tuned.
Another opening, another show. The Edmonds Driftwood Players are proud to be celebrating 56 years of entertaining audiences in our community. Conveniently located in downtown Edmonds, the Wade James Theatre is close to fine dining for before or after the show. For performance schedules and ticket information, please visit us at driftwoodplayers.com. Close, affordable, fun. The Edmonds Driftwood Players. Come play with us.
Welcome to Edmonds Today. I'm your host, Teresa Whipple. In the studio with us today, we have Jim Meisenburg, who is the founder and host of the Edmonds Classic Car Show. Jim, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Now, you have been doing this for quite some time and have it down to a science, I think, but it sounds like there's a lot of new things going on at the car show this year. Can you tell me more?
There is. We have a beer garden this year in a band. Beer garden is open from 10 to 5, and the band goes from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. We have the Hitmen and the Etzels that are playing some 60s through 80s music.
And you also have an Elvis impersonator, is that right?
We do. At 1 to 4, the Shane Cobain is our Elvis, and he'll be wandering the fountain area, singing to the women and wandering the streets, and he does a great job.
And I know that you had told me earlier that this is a very family-friendly event, so talk more about that.
Well, first of all, it's free to the public. Whether you're 8 or 80, you'll find a car there that you can relate to. And we also have a Kids World that's available at the 4th and Dayton, the Dayton Place parking lot, with a number of activities for moms and kids, which works out great.
Mm-hmm. Or dads, if they don't, if
right.
The mom happens to be the car aficionado in the family, right?
Very true.
And there's also at the Edmonds Theatre is going to be showing some movies during the day.
We have a cartoon from 10 to 1:30, and then the Snake and Mongoose movie, which is a racing-oriented movie to go along with our classic theme.
And in terms of entries that you have, how many entries and what are some of the highlights of the entries that people should be looking for as they walk up and down Main Street?
Well, we have an average of 300 cars on the grounds, and it's a classic car show, so it's 30 years and older, so 1984 and before. And we have everything from a 1901 car right out of Everett, where a gentleman has owned it since he was 16 years old, to really some beautiful classic national showpiece iron that'll be in the show.
Okay. And another highlight is the drag racing cars. What the Nitro, is that what you call them?
Yeah, these are front-motored, nostalgic Nitro dragsters from the mid-60s to the mid-70s of the cars, and these are on nitromethane, and if you've ever heard one of these start up, you want to be around. At 1 and 3 o'clock, we'll fire the cars up, and it's quite a show.
Yeah, and I can tell you I was there a few years ago and made the mistake of standing in the wrong place, and oh my gosh, those things are loud.
Kind of want to stand in front of them.
Yeah, that's good advice, good advice. And then there's a voting process where people can vote for their favorite.
We have the People's Choice Award, and it's $1 a vote. You can pick out any car you want, and all the proceeds go to the Edmonds Food Bank.
Yeah, great cause and a way to kind of get your favorite in the running for something.
That's right.
All right. Now, it runs Fifth Avenue, Fountain area. Tell me the parameters of where the cars will be.
Really about 3 blocks out from the center of the fountain. It's all blocked off downtown. And 10 to 5 on Sunday, September 7th. And we hope to see everyone there.
The Edmonds Chamber of Commerce also has information on their website, and we'll have a link to that as well. So thank you so much for coming. Look forward to seeing you at the car show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi everyone, Steve Willits from the Sound Alive Sports Network. We are out here today previewing the Edmonds-Woodway and Meadowdale football teams. Good chance to remind you that all season long on Friday nights, you can tune in right here to My Edmonds News TV and watch live football from Edmonds Stadium, covering all 4 of the Edmonds School District teams. So whether you're a Warrior, a Royal, a Maverick, or a Hawk, we've got you covered all season long. right here on the Sound Live Sports Network and My Edmonds News TV. We're out here at practice, Meadowdale High School, with the head coach, Mike Don. Mike, second-year head coach here at Meadowdale. Getting the season rolling right now, what's the difference for you as a veteran coach now as opposed to coming in last year not knowing your personnel?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the kids have an understanding of the changes and expectations and what we do differently. Just kind of getting kids used to how we do things and what was expected of them in this way.
What's the off season been like for you guys in terms of what's the regiment? Have you a lot of weight room training? A lot of the kids running around here by themselves? Yeah,
a lot of weight room, speed and agility stuff. We're here 3-4 days a week, 2 hours a day, all summer. Be ready to play. We did some 7-on-7 tournaments over the summer. Had our days that we could practice with the kids too. Went to camp and it was a good summer.
Hey Mike, great luck to you this year.
Thank you very much.
Always enjoy talking with you, and it should be a fun season for you guys.
Should be. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are out here on the practice field at Edmonds-Woodway High School with the coach of the Warriors, John Gradwell. John, your 19th season here at Edmonds-Woodway. You've got kids on this team that weren't even born. Actually, all the kids on your team were not born when you started coaching here back in 1996. What keeps bringing you back here every year?
Just enthusiasm. Every year when the season's over, if I'm looking forward to the next year and if I feel I have the energy, I'm going to do it. And I'm real fortunate here at Edmonds-Woodway. I got great kids, and I think that really helps prolong my career because we just got great kids here, and they're a lot of fun to be around.
And you've seen a lot of changes over the years. Another change this year, you guys switched from the 4A division to the 3A division, which means, in theory, some people say the competition gets a little bit easier, but really 3A football in this state is tough.
Oh, no, I don't look at it that way at all. My schedule is brutal this year. I mean, we still play Kamiak and Jackson to start the year, and then I got Meadowdale right away. You got Glacier Peak. Linwood's going to be a great team this year. I mean, Shorewood's going to be improved. I mean, my schedule's brutal. So 3A, 4A, you can label it any way you want. I look at who we're playing, and there's some great coaches out there doing a great job, and I think we can beat a lot of teams we play, but the problem is we have to play them every single week. So we've got a big challenge this year.
Sure, and one of those teams is Meadowdale. Of course, that's the big jam the stands game. I know you coaches like to look at things one game at a time, but I know the citizens of Edmonds and a lot of the students, they really get fired up for that game. Last year you played each other double overtime. However, the game didn't count in the standings because of the 3A versus 4A. This year, that game matters.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any more significance because the game matters. I think both, because all the kids know each other. I mean, it was important. Obviously, it's going to be more important because it counts, but I love that game just because I think it's good for Edmonds. It's awesome to see the support both schools get. Both programs have been having a lot of success, which I think is good for the community. So it's a lot of fun, whether you're the home team or the away team. It's going to be a barn burner either way.
And really, you can say that about the entire season. It should be fun, just getting rolling, but hey, 2014 looks to be an exciting time in Wesco 3A football. And just a reminder, again, each and every Friday night, we will be broadcasting games right here from Edmonds Stadium on the Sound Live Sports Network. So tune in, soundlivesportsnetwork.com or myedmondsnewstv.com. Hey, John, great to talk to you. Thank you very much, and good luck to you this season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
In the studio with us today, we have Sue Venable, who is the principal of Holy Rosary School in downtown Edmonds. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here with you today.
You are a longtime educator in the Edmonds area. You were principal at College Place Elementary.
Yes.
And then an administrator in the Edmonds School District. So we thought it would be great to have you on the program now that September is underway and people are starting to get their kids back to school. So tell me what your top 3 tips might be for parents who are looking at the school year and trying to figure out how to make sure that their kids are successful academically and socially.
Well, I really feel it's important to establish routines, making sure that the students get good sleep every night and have a good diet and know exactly what happens in the morning, what they need to get done, and then some homework routines. That way the students know what to expect each day and get off to a good start to the school year.
That's great. And you had mentioned also the idea of once that homework is done, that you put it in the backpack, and then what happens next?
it's in the backpack. That's the first start. And then the next morning, well, before the morning, you put it by the door, so that way it's ready to go in the morning. And then the student picks it up, and off to school they go.
Right, and I know that with my kids, that was always the biggest issue, was just making sure that we got it to school. Sometimes that got forgotten, and so that's typical. And one thing that we also had discussed was the fact that you had actually founded a program that a lot of folks have probably heard of. It's called Kindergarten Jumpstart.
Yes.
When you were a College Place principal. So tell us just a little bit more about what that program involves.
Well, I began Kindergarten Jumpstart at College Place Elementary when I began there as principal myself, because I saw the need for students and parents to feel comfortable within the schoolhouse before starting the school year, by having them come in and sit with myself and the parents and the teacher. That way we would get to know them and be able to provide background information about the school so that they felt comfortable.
So sort of like a kindergarten orientation program.
Yes.
Yeah.
And having it one-on-one created that good bonding process, which is so important, because you want these little ones to feel so comfortable at schools for success.
Yeah, and you know, I know that program has now expanded to districts throughout the Puget Sound area, so kudos to you for coming up with that idea.
Well, it's great, so good to see, to have it going in all school districts around the area. It's very important.
That's wonderful. So if you were going to give advice to the parent, especially of a kindergartner who is just, or any parent, I guess, who's got a child who's going back to school, what would be the kind of, focusing on the younger years, the kind of things that people would really want to hear from a principal on how they could make sure that they did everything as well as possible to ensure success?
Well, even sitting down with your child in the summertime before kindergarten is good to go through some shape recognition, color recognition, writing their name. Just some of those little basic skills are always good to have before starting kindergarten, and then the teacher can take them from there. Also, having the parent bring the child to the school grounds outside, play on the playground, become familiar with the surroundings is nice to do also.
Oh, those are really, really good tips. Thanks so much for sharing them, and thanks for coming on the program with us today. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Pleased to be with you today.
Hi, I'm Janette Turner with Edmonds Happy Hour, and I'm here today at Church Key Pub with Trevor Miller, who's going to tell us about their happy hour specials.
Yeah, we have a daily happy hour from 3 to 6. It includes $1 off all of our draft beers. And new to the happy hour menu, we have the Moscow Mule, which is also going to be $1 off. And we serve it in the traditional copper mug. We use Smirnoff Russian vodka, 1.5 ounces. We then use a fresh squeezed lime juice. And then for the ginger beer, which there's many varieties of, we actually chose one from Port Angeles, Washington, so it's locally sourced. Top it off with that. It's garnished with a lime, a couple of straws. Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, that's great. Happy hour is every day, like you said, from 3 to 6?
3 to 6. We have all of our food items are on the happy hour menu. We're really excited about some of the newer items, the flatbreads. We have a 9-inch oval flatbread base. We're very proud of our selection of beers here on draft at the Church Key Pub. We have 12 taps. They are rotating constantly. You can always find a current list of what's on draft on our website. Another thing that you can find on our website is a list of what's on deck. We also have all the tap handles for the beers that are on deck hanging here in the bar.
Great, and I heard Will Farrell was interested in the Church Key Pub.
That was a rumor, and we were really excited about the publicity, but if he wants to be an investor, he can give me a call.
All right, and if you want to come on down for happy hour, come see Trevor and have a Moscow Mule at the Church Key Pub.
Cheers.
It's an Edmonds kind of day. It's an Edmonds kind of day. Welcome to another